Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to come on today and just turn on the camera while I was experimenting with a few things and discovered something I thought was kind of neat, so I wanted to show you guys. This is what's on my table today. I've been playing with these alcohol inks, as you see here, and I have been doing leaves that turn out looking like metal. This is cardstock. This is what that leaf started life as, and this is what it looks like when you use alcohol inks on it. So I wanted to show you that process. These are cut from this shimmer paper. It's cardstock. But what brought me to this place is I had used a piece of this, which is from a soda can, and I die cut this leaf and used alcohol inks on it. Well, I found, so this is cut from this metal, this Coke can or soda can aluminum right here, and this is what it looks like when you've added some alcohol inks. And I love the way this looks, but the aluminum was very hard to cut. And at least in my machine, I have a cuttle bug, and it just, I don't know, I finally got this one, but it was just very difficult to cut. So I thought, well, let me see if I can manage this with something that was not quite as hard to cut as the aluminum is with my cuttle bug. So I had this shimmer cardstock, which is what this is. This has a little bit of a shimmer. I used the silver. It comes in several colors, but I used the silver because it would be the closest to an aluminum can. And then I just started adding some alcohol ink to that. So I wanted to show you that process. So I will be doing one more. I use this book. I'm going to bring you down just a little closer so you can see better what I am doing, and then I can also see while I'm sitting down. So let's see. Hope the lighting is okay. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, so I've got 3 different kinds of alcohol ink here. They came in a set of 3. They're the Tim Holtz. So I've got caramel, ginger, and latte. So all I do is take, and I just use this book right here, just because, well, it's a book I'm gonna, have to throw away anyway, so I might as well use it up. And this is my glue book that I use to do the glue stick and all of that. So I'm going to leave this laying right here so you can kind of see what the process starts like. And I'm going to use this little leaf right here. And I'm going to start with the ginger alcohol ink. And all I'm going to do is dab it on in different places. I want the stem and the bottom of this to be more this color. And so I'm just going to dab it on in different places, and it kind of runs along the way there. And so I'm going to do that and just leave it there. And then I'm going to add latte. And just add that on here in different places. And then I'm going to dry it. So I will be turning on my heat tool. So bear with me with the noise. Turn it down if you don't like the noise, but I gotta keep this up. As you can see, it moves the alcohol ink around a bit. But then it is dried. So now you can leave it like it is, which leaves it having a little bit of silver through it, which I kind of like that. Or you can do this process again. So I'm going to do ginger again. This right here is the color. This is the color that, I don't know if you can tell, but right there is the color of the ginger. And right here on this tip. And the latte is the more goldy yellow color. Ginger is sort of the coppery reddish color, and I want more of that on here. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to dry it again, just real quickly. Doesn't take long to dry. And then, and I haven't actually, I did 2 colors and then dried. I haven't actually done the different colors dry, then do another color and dry, and that sort of thing. So we're gonna do that this time. And then I'm gonna use caramel in places that still show the silver. Now I kind of like the silver showing because then it kind of looks like you've got a metal piece that is beginning to turn. So I don't mind the silver, actually. I kind of like it. So this is caramel. So this is going to give me a little bit different color, and I'm just going to kind of go in other places. And then I'm going to dry again. And there you have it. Very simple, very easy. And the shimmer has a little shimmer on it, so it is not like just flat cardstock. But I just really liked how that turned out. This was easier to cut out than the aluminum. It has a different look. The aluminum, as you saw, I'll show you that again. The aluminum is shinier, and that's okay. I don't mind that. I like that, and if I could figure out, and maybe one day I will figure out how to get it cut easier. But this is the difference between, whoops, I just dropped my heat tool, sorry. So here you see the difference. Here is the aluminum leaf, and then these are the shimmer leaves. And you can see there is a difference, but this still looks metallic to me. I still like the way it looks. It's just not shiny, and that's okay too, because they're different looks. So I like that though. And I thought, well, you know, for a change, and I'm going to continue to experiment with the aluminum and, you know, try to get that to be something that I can do, because I do like using that. It's kind of a fun thing to do. And it's, if you get sodas, then you'll have the can already. It's easy to cut apart, cut the top off and the bottom off with a razor blade kind of knife. But anyway, so here is what shimmer cardstock in silver looks like when you use alcohol inks on it. And I like the look. So I thought I'd pop on here just while I was working on this to show you what I was doing and something you might like to try. So here again, I'll just show you here on this. And these are Tim Holtz leaf die cuts, thinlits. And so I just cut those out, and you saw the process with the alcohol inks. You just drop it on and dry and drop, dry and drop. And that's how it turns out. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this little small tutorial just to show you what I was working on. And I do want to show you something else that I was working on too. You're going to think this is funny. My husband was throwing away a pair of leather shoes. Well, they were not leather bottom. They were a rubber kind of bottom. And he actually has had them for a very long time, and he wore them slap out on the bottom. Holes in the bottom, so it's time to throw them away. So what do? But I harvest the leather. So this is all the pieces of leather I got from this one pair of shoes. And here's some more. What I am thinking about doing with this leather, well, some of it I'll cut up. Like this is already a piece that you could actually make be a tab on a page. Let me show you. The one I'm working on, this would work very well in. So you could actually take this and put it on a page and make it be a tab sticking out. Or you could just use it as an embellishment on a page. Even make it be a tuck at the bottom. This was part of the shoe. It had these eyelets in it. So what I'm going to do with this is make this be the top of a scrappy pad, and I will put paper underneath here and punch holes in it and tie a twine through it and tie it on the top here, and that will be the top for that. What I'm going to do with these three pieces, and these were the side of the shoe. This was part of the side of it, and this was part of the side of it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to attach these together. Excuse me, it goes like this. No, it goes like this. Together. I'm going to sew them together. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to attach them. Glue and sew, may sew by hand. I'm not sure my sewing machine will go through that thickness. I'd like for it to, but I'm not sure it will. But I cut these so that they were generally the same width. I like it being wonky and not exact. But I'm going to attach these together. I'm going to find me some sort of closure buckle of some kind, and I'm going to make a belt. And hopefully I can make this belt be the closure for this little book. This is the one I'm working on right now. I love it. So I'm hoping to make this be a belt type closure for this book. If not that, then I'm going to maybe take these two pieces, and these were the top of the shoe, and do some sort of wrap like this around it. I'll have to add fabric or something on the back to make that be long enough, but have some sort of wrap, and this maybe put a Tim Holtz hitch post with a hole on this side that I can just snap it through it, possibly. So I'm thinking about those things on how I can use these as a closure for this little book. But I just wanted to show, and these are from the inside of the shoe on the heel. See, it says has the genuine leather sign right here, leather uppers. And so this was the inside of the heel. And these can be cut up into tabs. You can just cut that off and make that be a tab as well. So it's the ultimate recycling, I'm calling it, because I think that's just really just cool that you could do that. Here's another piece of this that I was able to keep this other piece attached to, which may eventually come apart and, you know, change. But so not only did I get the leather parts, but this is the cording that was run through this, and it went up through and down through and just came across like that, and this was on the heel of the shoe. Okay, this was inside this. This is fabric, and this is just a cord, and this was inside there. So I pulled them apart so I could use both of those things. Then these, I've got 4 of these somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here's the 4 of these. One of these, there was 2 on each shoe, so there's a little V cut right there, and one of these was pushed through and fastened in here in that little hole right there. That little triangle cut out right there, like this. Okay, so it was in this is the top of the shoe, and it was in the shoe and curled around like that. So I took that out, and that was just a little decorative thing. So I have that, and see, that could be a tab. Then there was one on the back also. It's a longer one that was also on the heel. I think it was on the heel. Yeah, it was at the top of the heel, which I don't still have that piece because it was not leather, but it was the piece that goes right here, and this was across the top of the heel. So I have these things I can use as tabs. I have these pieces I can use as tabs. I have this piece I can use as a tab. These can be whatever with these eyelets in it. This is going to be hopefully my little belt. I'm working on that. And then I got one other thing out of it. This little piece, this was the only one I was able to get out, but it is a little piece of black, almost like a ribbon, almost like a gross grain ribbon, which I will use somewhere. Anyway, so that is what I'm here to show you today. My ultimate recycling on the shoes that were going in the trash, and my take on doing a metal looking leaf with alcohol inks on shimmer cardstock. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.